All right, you guys, welcome to the Nobel second show. We just posted a video. They just powers that they just shared with us the Kyle Rittenhouse testimony. You guys have to go and listen to this young man's testimony. Oh my word, Heavenly Father God, I pray just put the words in my mouth today to speak clearly, and please don't make me cry. He's on the stand, you guys. 37 minutes into this video, into his testimony. In this video, he starts to cry like a little boy explaining, when your children come home and they're explaining what happened to them. Woo! I was crying. The people in the audience were crying. The agent doing business, the judge had to quickly stop the case to get a 10-minute recess. It was no joke. He was explaining some stuff that I didn't even know happened. I do these videos, you guys. I don't even know, by the grace of God, how I'm out here on YouTube doing this by the grace of God. I want to say a huge thank you. I'm switching because I don't want to cry. You guys know when they sent to me the Kyle Rittenhouse story, instinctively, for some strange reason, I was guided by the grace of God, as I am at different times during the past how many years, to write on his behalf, both publicly and privately, to set him free. And by the grace of God, thank you to the military, the Army, the Navy, Donald Trump. I want to put a hedge of protection around all you guys for all the stuff that you share with me and all the stuff that you implement and all the stuff you remedy for us here, for all the people around the world that we write to you by the grace of God. I just write, you guys. My gift, in addition to a whole bunch of other things, is writing. And who do I write to? Judges, international authorities, military, Army, Navy, you name it. People share with us some stuff. I'm instantly guided to write instantaneous. Not for everybody, for some people, eh? And people write back to me and tell me what's going on. And I'm woken up 3 o'clock in the morning to write some stuff. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. The other one was too long. But I'm just saying this to say yeah, he's freed. And I just want to say a huge thank you to the international authorities about that. Anyways, this is Becky and her mom. I'm going to put some of the stuff in the description below. Some of these YouTubers are so incredible. The way they explain how they do things, and you get a totally different perspective on how this girl here, Becky, incredible. I don't know if she's an angel God, but one of the most incredible people I've ever watched work. In addition to the fact they sent me Garden Answer, who I also really like to watch on the daily, because she just knows plants like the back of her hand as well too. But yeah, she was putting up some stuff in her house recently, and there's a video, and she was saying that one of the things, the words she likes to say for Christmas in her tamasa is the word joy. And I was saying in the video, you guys, right now is a time where we all of us need to have some joy in our life. So I'm going to put those videos in the description below, and wait, if I find the Christmas one to Garden Answer, it's no joke, you guys. When you see how beautiful the lights that they put up on their property, it is no joke. You could watch that over and over and over again. It is so uplifting. Anyways, I went over some of the videos we did this week, transmitting utilities. That was 5 days ago. Bills of exchange and promissory notes, and the United States Constitution, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4 on both channels, Nobel II. I'll put the link to all channels in the description below. You guys can listen to it, play it for your children, your offspring, whatever. And then the one, you must commercially acquire and discharge. And I read that letter. That was 2 days ago on this channel. And also the Private Blood Heritage Trust. Those of you who are heirs and mores must go to the Department of Interior. You can watch that I made a day ago. And then yesterday I was sharing about the Leaf of Life and that incredible plant, right? That plant is like unbelievable. They just sent this to us here. I don't even know, you guys. I don't know what to say there. And then Candace Owens just put up a video, and they're sending me all the videos that you guys know I created these ones here. Yeah, pharmacists and agents. And just go on the channels, Nobel, you'll see these, and you can go and research some stuff over there. And then I made a video, you guys, 2 years ago called Angels Would Become Vexed. Well, I'll put this in the description below because this is no joke. I didn't even remember that I had read the story about our Nobel Dreely and the fact that Franklin Delano Roosevelt could not go to the meeting, I want to say in Cuba, where he was given back the titles to all of our lands. I want to say globally. And then I made this one over here, Jim Jones, 9/11 History Repeats Itself. So thank you to the powers that be that are bringing me all this stuff. Because I have the stuff I do. I don't even remember, I create so much stuff. This one is one of the most incredible ones I've ever made. Why fill out the W-9, 1040, and 1099 OID? Changed our life, you guys. Changed our life. And it was something about Grand Sheikh Taj Tariq Bey telling us something. I can't remember what I was going to say there. But this is another one I created here. Agents doing business, police now suing. And I thought that was interesting as well, too. And you can't defund them on no level. And so, yeah, I was just really grateful, and I can't stop talking about that book. And yeah, I started out with Christ I Am, also known as Christian. That one I posted 5 days ago as well. And yeah, the book that I was talking about, The Magic of Thinking Big, you guys, it's a 9-hour long audiobook, but such a powerful, uplifting book. It's incredible. So, like, share, subscribe, you guys. Yeah, here's the video, the breaking news on this was Candace Owens made a little 1-minute video. I'll put the link to her stuff in the description below too. Breaking: Candace Owens reacts to Kyle Rittenhouse not guilty verdict. And yeah, she was saying it's bittersweet because it shouldn't happen in the first place. But when you listen to the verdict and you listen to his testimony, and you hear him describe what he was subjected to and how, by the grace of God, there had to be angels protecting him that night. Because there's no way in hell one would have been able to figure out what to do, what not to do, how to, he was literally guided by the grace of God. I'm just listening to it now. And even when I wrote the affidavit, I didn't even know all the stuff he went through in that one night. And I didn't even know who he was in terms of the fact that I think he's a volunteer on the police department, like one of those programs. He's also a volunteer on the fire department. He also does life support, life saving, knows like a lifeguard. You know how they can save people's lives with all the CPR and stuff. He does that too. And yeah, he was out there that night saving people. I just can't, can't believe it, you guys. Must listen to him. Anyways, you guys, a huge thank you to each of you guys writing to me. And, we have been able to share some stuff with you guys. Just follow through with the instructions, right? And just keep those emails, save them to a hard drive and a flash drive, because people write back to us years later, and it's those emails that they get to go back to, because there's a lot of powerful stuff I'm guided to. It's not rehearsed. Each one of you write to me, I write to you back to you individually. It's not, I actually write back to each one, and while I'm writing to you, man, there's things that come through me, the Spirit of God wants you guys to know to do, basically. All right, you guys can write to us, visit us on the website, Nobel. I'll put the link to that in the description below, right? I'll check that in a minute. I was saying I was going to do that recently. You guys can join. I recommend you joining the email group. You know why? People share with us on the daily. The powers that be send us amazing information. And when you guys write to us, there's only so much stuff I can send you when you write to us individually. But if you're on the email group, you will get to see what's going on internationally as people share with us around the world what they're experiencing and what they've discovered, and their research as well too. And then you can join our online tutor school class. And I was saying freely, I'm going to post some of these books, like The Magic of Thinking Big, in some of the class assignments, because I think you really need some upliftment with some of these amazing books that they've shared with me. And you guys know how I love John Grisham. I highly recommend you go and listen to him because I don't know if those books are true, but they are so real to me when I listen to them over and over again. And John Grisham, I don't know if I'll ever get to meet you, but I'm praying that you will turn the Kyle Rittenhouse story into a book and then make it an online book so I can listen to it, because this is no joke. What this kid went through, this young lad, I don't even know how, by the grace of God, he was able to protect himself, much less know. I know you have the right to bear arms and stuff, but he could have gone rogue and just become trigger happy. And literally, he knew when to use it, when not to use it, when to stop, what, where to go, what direct. I don't even know, you guys. It had to be God that night that was guiding him. So if you guys are near him, all I ask for you guys to do on my behalf, shake his hand, give him a big hug for me, buy him a coffee and a donut, take him out to lunch, love upon his family, because it is people like him, you guys. It is people like him. Those of us out here subjected to all that we're subjected to, it is people like him that stood up for people like us. And I just want to say thank you and stuff to all of those people that are out there doing this stuff, because I don't have words. All right, so you can visit us on the 2 YouTube channels, Nobel the second, and powers that be. You know, we're getting back an email stating that our entity we serve some stuff to in that may not have received the attachments. Fraud department heads listening to me, send over all the attachments we've sent to you, basically, to Donald Trump and all the people we're sharing with, so they can rectify the situation on our behalf. And thank you for that. Now, for those of you in need of a private consultation, you can email us at themullings@gmail.com. We do have to ask for donations for our time, you guys, so that we can continue here, as you all know. So, for child support cases, for set-off, mortgages and foreclosures and tickets and utilities. I don't know about utilities. I have to do a promise every note for that. And for auto loans, student loans, warrants, and for those of you having to do business, having to see an agent. Excuse me. It is now 3:30 in the morning. Got up at 12 o'clock, you guys. All right, it's 12 o'clock. What was I saying? Doing business as parole officers, as well as those of you in the churches doing business as jails for non-violent offenses. You can email us for the GSA bond templates to set off matters. Like I was saying in the past video, you guys, it is not the paperwork that is your win. It's the post office and stamps, you guys. That registered post sticker, it's over. You know, I was saying earlier that I was seconded by the grace of God. The angel gods wake me up 3 o'clock in the morning to write for someone who they sent to me. I didn't even know who they were, but spiritually, I would write, and I don't know if you want to call it automatic writing. I would write all the laws and things that were pertaining to them. I would get up first thing, run to the post office, put a registered post sticker on that affidavit, sometimes get the clerk to stamp it, then close it up, send it off to the agent doing business as judge. That night I would get information that they were freed. Sometimes I'd get information that they were belligerent, went in front of them, ran off their mouth, they were put back in. That very same night, the next night, I have to write another affidavit, go get another registered post stamp, put it on. The agents doing business as judges would know that I've written to them. They would have a video conference so that the person wouldn't be able to speak, and that's how they were set free. It's the registered post stamps, you guys. And I was sharing with someone, when you do your when I send you or you do your affidavits, flip the page over, the very last page. On the back of the last page, where it's blank, dead center, you guys get a 2-cent stamp, Navajo stamp. Put the 2 lines, just like you see where it says the HTTP, those 2 lines here in red ink over that Navajo stamp. I put my signature by ... John Doe Smith, LEL, all rights over the stamp. And then your red ink thumbprint on the corner of that stamp, the edge, it's over. When the agent doing business as judge flips that over in the court, you guys know when you go to court, they always say they never received anything from you. He flips it over, case closed. It is that simple. And then you have to watch. I was saying to someone earlier, all we do here, I was writing to someone this week and I was saying, is breathe. When Grand Sheikh Taj Tariq Bey explained to all of us out here that your breathing is the prayer. Did you hear that? Your breath is the actual prayer. It's not the words that you're out here saying 10 different whatever. It's the actual breathing. We have been practicing our breathing here since we heard that for years now. The amount of things that have manifested for us, it is not even funny, you guys. I could tell you stories and make the hair on the back of your heads rise up. Breathe, focus, pray, and think. You take some time, whether they sent me a book yesterday. If I find it, I'm going to put it in the description below. Now, in that book, they were explaining that these people who own these corporations who are successful, this one particular guy takes a day. I think he started off, or he does this, I don't know, on the daily. He doesn't answer his emails until 10 o'clock. He takes the morning to breathe and think and manifest, to meditate, right? He takes a half a day, is it either a week or a month, to just think. He takes a one full day, I want to say once a month, to just think. Okay? The power of sitting down and thinking. Now, I used to do that every single day. I would shut everything off. Sometimes you guys have to wait for a minute and just stop and think. From I was in high school, I used to come home, and at the end of the day, I would go through every single thing I did that day, just thinking about it, and try to figure out what I have left to do, what's the answer to whatever it was I needed to. I was trying to figure out in my head, and I would get ideas to remedy stuff along that way. The power of thought is key to manifesting what you wish to see. And so I say this to all of you guys out there. Stop and breathe. Just sit down and breathe your life into existence. Take a deep breath. Focus on what you want to manifest. Let it out. Continue on your journey. See what happens and then write back to me, because that's how we manifest things. When I was subjected to all those things that I share with you guys on this channel, only thing I can do at that time was blink my eyes. Couldn't walk, couldn't talk, couldn't hear, couldn't see. Had lost my ability to do, you name it, breathing, all whatever. And the only thing I could do was take a breath. Even when I was on that machine, they put the breathing machine on, just take a little breath, because I couldn't breathe for long, right? And I was breathing and I was thinking that I needed some stuff to manifest because I had the baby, and I had to figure out how I was going to get people to go and hug him, and I'm going to go off and kiss him or whatever. And I manifested, you guys, 60, not one, not two, 60 volunteers, whoever you guys are out there listening to me, a huge thank you to you. At Markham Stouffville Hospital, 60 volunteers came and looked after him every single day. Changed his diaper, loved him up, whatever, kissed him, did what, all the stuff. I couldn't even hold him. All they can do is bring him to me and show him to me. Okay? So I say this to each and every one of you guys. Keep the faith. Remember, faith without works is dead. Remember, you guys, we ask you guys to support us here so we can continue on this journey, researching and answering back everyone. We do have to ask for donations for our time and our research to continue on this journey. Those of you who find these helpful, uplifting, joyful, you get a laugh, you get, whatever, and wish to support us, go to PayPal at themullins@gmail.com. Yeah, it makes a huge difference here. And we just want to say thank you to each and every one of you globally who are supporting us on this journey as we hear journalists and attorneys in fact and doing all the stuff in that. So we want to say thank you. And we just want to stop and put a hedge of protection on all that is good globally. And I just want to stop again and say thank you to the Army, the Navy, the military, the Marines, Donald Trump, Horatio Bay, Taj Tariq Bay, all Jonah Bay, Yusuf L, Mercedes, all y'all, Kiki, I know y'all can't say your names, Tammy, and everybody, Copper Aborigines, and all you guys who share with me on the regular, Hawaiian Bucks, iTree Roots, and the list goes on. And Aaron yesterday, and I can't pronounce your name, and I think it's Busury, and a whole bunch of you guys that wrote to me recently. I'm trying to remember everybody's names. I can't right now because it's so much. Like, share, subscribe, you guys. Have yourself a great day. And yes, faith without works is dead. And I want to put a hedge of protection on all that is good globally. Donald Trump, the Army, the Navy, the military, the Marines, and all you good people out there sharing with us all these stories on the daily. A huge thank you to you. And thank you for supporting us. Have a great day.